Great.
Great. Yeah, my name is Kujarka, ex-Sunderland footballers, and you watch Mariners TV.
John, a 2-1 loss at Alnwick. What's your reaction to the game?
Very poor. You know, I very rarely come on here and criticise my players, but I can't stand up for them today. I thought they were very poor. Two really average sides, you know, and today we've had to try and carry 9 players. You know, there's 2 or 3 players who've done really well. I thought Barry Smith was outstanding. If we had 11 of them, you know, we would be in a far better position.
And the goals that you conceded must have been disappointing as well. It was 2 that could have been avoided, wasn't it?
Yes, there were. You know, obviously I spoke to the lads in the dressing room before the game about how the poor goals last week cost us. Should have probably been coming away with a 0-0 draw. So it's disappointing that obviously we conceded the 2 goals. Obviously Nicky's disappointed with himself, but to be fair, Nicky's kept in the game with some outstanding saves. But he'd be upset with himself, and the second one was even worse. I think it was an own goal, you know. But we lost the ball on the right hand side with Catchy. Enough came, and we've had a couple of chances to clear. We couldn't even clear the ball away from the edge of our box. So 2 very, very poor goals to concede. And to be fair, we didn't. I can't remember creating much. You know, it was obviously the conditions didn't help, but that's no excuse. I thought it was 2 very poor sides today. But you know, the reason we've lost the game is because of the 2 goals that we give away, which were awful to concede.
You plugged away in the second half, didn't you? But you just couldn't get that killer edge because you couldn't find the final ball, could you?
No, I just think it was disappointing all over. You know, we lacked quality today. You know, like you said before, you mentioned the win, but that's no excuse. You know, you've got to really want to impose yourself on the game, and you know, we lack quality. You know, we didn't create anything. I think we had 2 shots at goal. You know, our long throws with the wind. We didn't win 1 header. You know, every time the ball went in the box, they won the header. I said to the lads before the game, and you know, they'll work hard for themselves. You know, I think a lot of them play together on a Sunday. They'll work hard for each other, and they'll defend, but they lack quality as well. You know, I spoke to Derek, the manager. You know, he agreed. You know, it was 2 very, very poor sides today, and it's disappointing. Really, really, really disappointing. You know, and again, I don't come in here and have a go at the players, but I can't defend any of the players there. You know, apart from 1 or 2. It's disappointing. You're not going to win football matches when you've got 2 or 3 players playing. You know.
But you had 3 important players missing as well, didn't you? So did that have a big impact, do you think, as well?
Well, you know, I don't want to make excuses. You know, I don't want to make any excuses. You know, I said to the lads before the game, this is a good 11 players. Yes, we're threadbare on the bench. You know, obviously Catchy's never played all season. You know, we've got the 2 young lads from Horden, and then we've brought young Logan in from the under-18s. You know, so it's been a scratch squad. Do you know what I mean? And it's hard to attract players. You know, especially this time of the season. You know, I spoke to a lot of managers in the last few days. You know, because we do need a couple of fresh faces in the camp. But it's hard to attract players. You know, and obviously it's this time of the season where lads don't want to leave the clubs that they're in. So it's hard. You know, and say hopefully it's going to be a lot better next season. But you're right what you're saying there. You know, the 3 players we've missed. Yeah, of course you're going to miss Lee Maitland. Of course you're going to miss Chris Lock. Of course you're going to miss Chris Rue. You know. But that 11 lads that started the game, it was a good 11 players. You know, and we were found wanting. You know, 2 very, very poor sides today, and I can't defend them. You know, it was as bad as I can remember. I mean, we've had some good first half performances and then poor second halves. But today it was 2 very, very, very poor halves. And I've never seen that from the lads, you know, so I'm not going to make excuses about Stephen Ramsey missing, Chris Lock missing, you know, Lee Maitland, you know, Chrissy Rue. It's just excuses. That team that we put out, you know, the minimum requirement is to work hard, you know, and barring 2 or 3 players who did really work hard for the team, the rest of them are passengers, and that's unacceptable, you know. And if it continues like that, you know, not many of them will be in a social shirt next season, guaranteed.
And there's a minimum you expect in the final 5 games now that they show a bit of pride and fight in these games.
Well, I want a reaction. I want a reaction from that. You know, I'm sure we'll get a reaction straight away with the players coming back. But of course we need a reaction. There's 5 games left to play. That was horrible. I can't remember playing as bad as that this season for 90 minutes. I'm looking back at the games and that was atrocious. You know, yeah, really, really poor, and really, really disappointed. You know. I don't know, like you said, we need a reaction. We need a reaction in our next game, you know.
Just finally, that next game is Wickham. That's one of the hardest places you can go to, isn't it?
Yeah, Wickham are very good. You know, Robin Falkus, we got them organised there. We went there last season. We weren't on a great run of form. We went there and we really put a performance in. We beat them. So yeah, we need to go there, you know, on Saturday, and we need to put a much improved performance in. You know, there's some lads in there, you know, that really, really need to show. You know, some lads have been waiting for the chance, and games don't go for you sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't go for you sometimes, but you've got to work hard. And some of the lads today, the work rate was non-existent, and that's not acceptable. When you're putting that shirt on for South Shields Football Club, you know, I've just said to the lads, it's not a youth club.
Yeah.
This is a proud club, you know what I mean? And for people to go out there, you know, and things aren't going well for them, just to not put a shift in, that's disappointing. You know what I mean? There's certain lads there who, if games are going bad for them, they'll still put a shift in, and that's a minimum requirement. You know, and too many of the lads today were found wanting. It's not acceptable.